Wouldn't be my stream without technical difficulties, right? All right. Well, the internet just decided to go out. Don't know why. Reset it. Had to reset it a few times before it finally decided to come back on. And here we are. So we just missed a touchdown. And it was Caleb Williams scrambling in there for a touchdown. So good times. Who do you first or the All right. Oh, what up? Early, what's going on, Tim? Hope you're doing great. Just got off 15-hour shift, about to eat, then back to work in 8. Good luck, dude. Good luck. So hopefully the Vikings can win for the memes. There you go. But yeah, no, freaking internet just went down. So we'll just wait for the game to come back on, because of course my internet comes right back on as their Bears are scoring a touchdown and going into commercial. So would you expect anything different? So, but all right, let's take a look here at the play-by-play. So this drive consisted of a short pass to Swift for 3 yards, another short pass to Swift for 8 yards. Swift, right guard, ran for 4 yards. Williams short pass to Madaganagai. Oh, that's the backup tight end. So they're getting him some play, right? No, it was the running back. Who was the? I remember reading his name. It was the running back. So the 7th round pick getting some love. All right. Caleb Williams short pass to DJ Moore for 5 yards. You have Swift up the middle for no gain. Caleb Williams pass deep right for Odunze for 17. Caleb Williams pass short left to Zacchaeus for 7. Swift for a 3-yard loss. And then Caleb Williams ran it in for a touchdown. Here's the return for the Vikings. Cuts it up. Oof, big hit. Collision there at the 24-yard line. So that is where the Vikings will start this next drive. How's the fantasy going? This fantasy team is killing it. The other two, whatever. But this is the only league that I have money in, so that's all that matters, right? So, 90% chance to win. I got Swift and DJ tonight. He's got the Vikings defense and Justin Jefferson. So, feeling pretty good, and I already have a 23-point lead. So, all right, here we go. J.J. McCarthy in the shotgun. Under 7 minutes to play. Man in motion. Takes the snap, pumping, looking, swings it out there to Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson will have a little bit of room, tries to get outside, and will find a space to get to about 4 or 5 yard gain. All right. 24-yard return. All right, Justin Jefferson. 5 straight 1,000 yards receivers. This dude's an absolute beast for this team. Gets him an early touch. 6.5 to go here in the first quarter. Single back formation, 3 receivers bunched to the left side. Justin Jefferson out wide to the right. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle here is Aaron Jones trying to find some space. Will fight forward for a gain of 1. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Vikings. Six minutes to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and 4. J.J. McCarthy. 3 receivers to his left side. Changing the play at the line. Got a 3rd and 5. Man in motion is Naylor. Stays on the left side. Takes a snap. Looking to his left. Pump. And he escapes the pocket, but then gets tripped up. Man, I thought he had gotten crushed in the backfield. Next thing you know, he squirts out the front. And it is now 4th down yet again. Another quick 3 and out for the Bears defense. They will punt it back to Caleb Williams in the offense. And already with a 7-point lead. What's up, Virgil? Hi, Tim. Hope you're doing well. Ready for a great season for us. Were you surprised how well the defense played yesterday? Hard to say if it's real. Never seen a good defense in a while. Yeah, no, I was super shocked. There's the punt, and the Bears will return it here, zigzagging around close to the 20, gets to the 25-yard line. 7-yard return. So here comes Caleb Williams back on the field for the Bears. Did you see that fan that pushed Lamar, who is now banned from all NFL stadiums? What a clown. I kind of heard about it. I didn't watch it when it happened, but I did hear about it. And yeah, it's just ridiculous. Shouldn't be touching the players. All right, so 7-0 Bears on top with the football. So I do believe in this Bears offense. McCarthy hasn't thrown the ball behind the line yet, has he? I don't think he has. No, because it was 2 sacks on 3rd down, and he swung it. Yeah, I mean, What's up, PCC? But yes, you were giving me crap when my internet went down about being a Ben Johnson guy. I think Ben Johnson calls a phenomenal offense. I mean, is it just because he didn't want to come here is why we hate him? Is that what's going on? I'm glad he's not here. Shoot, I'm freaking thrilled with Dan Quinn. Maybe we wouldn't have picked him anyway. Maybe it was kind of one of those things that we were already leaning that way, and he kind of got word, and he's like, you know what? Then I'm just gonna stay here. I don't want the embarrassment of being turned down. Oh, job. I'm gonna turn them down. Did you hear about the Phillies Karen? She should be imprisoned and deported. Jeez, PCC. Jeez. No, I have not heard about the Phillies Karen. What's the Phillies Karen? I will Google it. Phillies Karen. What's going on here? Who is the Philly Karen? How the viral drama over a home run ball unfolded. Who is the Phillies Karen who demanded ball back at Marlins game? Phillies fans have a nasty reputation, blah, 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 blah. In the 4th inning, Phillies outfielder Harrison Bader planted a home run into the left field seats, and a mild-looking skirmish for the ball ensued, mostly among fans wearing Phillies garb. A man in Phillies shirt emerged with a souvenir and brought it back to his family in 10-seat row. He handed the ball to his young son. And then I guess she went freaking out after that. Single back formation. Caleb Williams 6 for 6 so far. Tight end in motion, left to right, takes a snap, play action. Looking, pumping. He's going to check it down here to Swift. Swift will get back to the line of scrimmage. And it will be 2nd and 10. I love the dump offs. As a DeAndre Swift owner, dump it off some more. Swift already now with 3 grabs. Love to see it. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Bears. 4:15 to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the left side. DeAndre Swift on his right in the shotgun. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Pressure coming. Has to escape, and he does. Caleb Williams using his shiftiness, and he going to get a gain of 13, 14 yards when he looked dead to rights in the pocket. That is why they drafted him number 1 overall. That ability to escape, and he's very Mahomes-esque, right? I mean, that's been the comparison ever since they were talking about him at USC, and it's just the little movements like that. He doesn't look like an over-athlete, or super athlete like a Lamar, like a Jaden, like somebody that's just a freak, but he just can escape like nobody's business and does just enough. So 1st and 10 now for Caleb Williams. Single back formation, 3 receivers, bunch to the right, takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Is Is that Moore? Oh, DJ Moore getting a carry. Interesting. As a true single back running back, not a jet sweep. He was the running back on that play. So he gets a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Bears. This is stuff that I like about Ben Johnson. The creativity that he uses. He's going against a really good defensive coordinator as well on the other side, and Brian Flores. So this is a great chess match here. I formation here for the Bears. Man in motion's Cole Kmet. Single back now. Caleb Williams. Oh, Darnell Wright is going to get called for the false start. So there's 5 yards gain to move him back. Darnell Wright, right tackle out of Tennessee a few years ago. 1st-round pick. I liked him a lot coming out. My understanding is he's not panned out too much so far in the NFL. I loved his size compared to his athleticism. That ratio, I don't know what his RS score was actually, but you could tell he was a tremendous athlete. But he gets called for the false start there. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way at their own 38-yard line. Takes a snap, 4-man rush. Looking, has time, a little bit of pressure. Now he's going to throw on the move. Loveland bobbles it, but he makes the grab. And he's going to fall forward for a gain of 8. Sets up 3rd and 2. Oh, come on, throw it. DJ Moore's open, bruh. Okay. It's okay. All right. So 3rd down and 2. What is Ben Johnson going to dial up here for his team? Takes a snap, quick throw over to the left side, and not a good throw there for Rome Odunze, and he will lose yards on the screenplay. In order to catch it, he had to fall down, and the corner was all over him. Ben Johnson looking frustrated. Little off his mark on Caleb Williams there. So 1:23 and counting here in the 1st quarter. 4th and 6. They will punt it away, and the Vikings will get the ball back. Here comes the punt. Back to receive. And it will go out of bounds before he has a chance to touch it. Oh, a little crap talking here. A little pushing and shoving here. More extracurriculars. All right, no flags, though. So J.J. McCarthy will come back onto the field near the 15-ish yard line, maybe 20. Didn't quite see the spot with all the pushing and shoving going on. Let's see what KOC, Kevin O'Connell, the head coach of the Vikings, can dial up for JJ. Why are the Bears being so mean? Yeah, that one guy, number 20, he got in that guy's face pretty good real quick. Number 4 is the return man. And that is Miles Price. And the Bears, I think it was 24? No, 24 was for the Vikings that pushed back. Yeah, maybe it was 22. Elijah Hicks, I think. I can't remember now who got into the guy's face. Devin Duvernay is the punt returner for the Bears. Former Raven. Audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend you see an audio stream bitrate of 128 kbps. Audio? Oh. Can't change it in the middle of the stream. So maybe next time, if I remember. We're getting close to the end of the first quarter. Bring up Weddle. Ready for the end. What up, Tom? You're acting like all Philly sports teams don't do that. Flyers with pouring beer on them. Eagles fans beating. All right, 58 seconds to go here in the first quarter. J.J. McCarthy into the huddle. Under center he goes. Three receivers bunch to the left side. With some man in motions, J.J. from left to right. He's going to pitch it to the left side. Has room to run is Mason. Mason will fall forward for a gain of about 6 to the 25-yard line. Minnesota Vikings. Down by 7, trying to get something going here. I don't believe they've gotten a first down yet, so they're looking for the first down of the day. Single back formation. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Man in motions, Justin Jefferson takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Mason again. Runs straight ahead, and he does get the first down for the Vikings today. Gain of 5, and it will be up to the 30-yard line for the Vikings. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Bears 7, Vikings 0. But Vikings have the ball looking to match. All right, well, let's just go with Jordan Mason. He just got the first down for Weddle here. Oh, we are a running back. We're 5'9" or 5'10". We're 24 or 25. We're in the NFC, but not the NFC North. We're a lower number than 27. A lower number than 25 even. All right. So NFC West, we could go maybe Kenneth Walker. I'm going to go with Kenneth Walker. I think he's 5'10". And he should be in that range. Oh, God. There you go. Got her in 2. Oh, he's 5'10". Apparently he's 5'9". But it works. It works. All right. Skip this ad. What? Yeah, I want to skip the ads. Play me ads I can skip. Dude, it's so annoying. Look at this. Like, it doesn't fast forward at all. Like, the more you try to fast forward, the more it pushes you backwards. Phillies fans are jerks, even to each other, no matter which sport. Yeah, they're an interesting bunch. I know that my sister's dating a Philadelphia fan, and yeah, his family do not go to sporting events for that reason. Don't want to be involved. Yep, they're talking about the protection. Got to protect them better. This is why one of the big reasons I was picking the Bears is losing Christian Darrisaw, their premier left tackle, is a big deal. You know, and you guys know if you watch me, and it's not a secret as far as like the NFL knows, but sometimes I feel like fans forget how important a left tackle is. It makes a huge difference. 1st and 10, J.J. McCarthy shifts into the shotgun. Empty backfield set, 3 receivers to the right. McCarthy takes the snap, looking, stepping up. This time they do protection, going deep down the left sideline, looking for his receiver, and he will get the flag. Aaron Jones was the intended target. This kind of stuff is what it is. I mean, it's just not a good throw. And it's like, you're running in phase. What are you supposed to do? I mean, that's actually, honestly, that's not even pass interference. It's a little touch, no grab. He turns his head. I mean, that is textbook coverage. But again, it's because it's a bad throw, and then the running back tries to stop on a dime, and then it's like, okay, there's a collision. He gets his head around, but because he touches him, they get a call pass interference. And they need to fix this. They need to come up with like there's got to be a better way to call pass interference and just quit bailing out these quarterbacks for horrific throws. 14:53 to go in the second quarter. In the shotgun, two running backs in the backfield, takes the snap, play action, looking, McCarthy trying to escape, and does, using his legs and diving ahead for a gain of about 11, and that'll be another first down inside the red zone. Go the Vikings. And this is a sneaky part of McCarthy's game. Again, when you were looking at Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, all of them really talked about their athleticism and their ability to get out of the pocket and do things with their legs. JJ McCarthy is almost as good as all three of them, except for, of course, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, premier athlete, but he has similar traits to like a Caleb Williams. Running straight ahead is Mason. Mason will get a gain of about 5. You know, like they're not overly fast, but they're good. They have enough speed and enough wiggle to make it happen. Sneaky, that's racist him. Well, there's a good reason I mentioned Drake May as somebody else that was talked about his athleticism. Okay, I thought about this. I got my out there. Single back formation, takes the snap, hand off to the left side, bounces it outside, and it will be nowhere to go. Tackled for a loss. Jordan Mason loses a couple on the play, and the Bears trying to hold strong to hold him to a field goal here. Edmonds just beating the left tackle there. Yeah, school, man. He's going to be a problem for this Vikings offense. Darrisaw, it's just such a huge drop off. 3 receivers to the right. 3rd down and 8 at the 14-yard line. JJ McCarthy takes the snap. 4-man rush. Max protection. Quick throw over to the right side. And incomplete. He doesn't get his hands underneath the football. JJ Jettis looking frustrated there. 4th and 8. And the Vikings will have to settle for a field goal here. It's just a drop. It's just a drop by Justin Jefferson. It's a pretty decent throw by JJ McCarthy, putting it only where his guy can put it away from the defender, and JJ McCarthy just not looking it in and trying to catch it with his body instead of his hands. Here comes the snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good. Oof, barely didn't go over the net there. Fan may have gotten a souvenir. 12:48 to go here in the second quarter. There's the bean. We've been there. Clean bean. Chicago bean. So it's 7-3, 12:48 to go. And the kickoff coming up next. I'm about to go get a glass of water. I know you could, but you're also 8.5 months pregnant. Here we go. All right. Will Reichard with the 31-yard field goal. Love to see the Bears having the football. They're definitely going to find, in my opinion, more ways to get DJ Moore the ball. I think DJ Moore is going to end up with a nice day at the end of it. Ooh, full moon. Look at that. All right. Here comes the kickoff from the Vikings. So they've brought in a new rule this year with the kickoff return. You can also put 3 guys back to return if you would like, especially with more of the kickers trying to find ways to kick it left to right and try to find ways to bounce it into the end zone so they can get it down at the 20. Why do you hate KOC, Tim? I didn't realize I hated KOC. News to me. Breaking. Dr. Pig on the report. Here comes the return down the left sideline. There's a flag, though. It will be a nice return, but this could be coming back. Duvernay on the return. Got up to about the 34-ish yard line. Illegal formation. Ooh, the kicking team. All right, 5-yard penalty forced at the end of the return, so the return ends up being true, and it will be a 39-yard line where the Bears start this next drive, currently up by 4, 7-3. 12:40 to go. I think he got moving a little early. Is that what it was? Caleb Williams right now, 9 for 9. Here we go. Caleb Williams in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Williams steps up, has time, throws it over to the right side. High throw, but caught by DJ Moore. Stiff arms a man, zigzagging around, stays on his feet, and finally goes down, but not until after a big play down the right side. Caleb Williams standing in that pocket. Good protection, not escaping early. That was one of the problems in college. When he felt a little pressure, he would try to escape. But zone defense, nobody stays with DJ Moore. He finds the hole there, and Caleb Williams finds his man. Ends up being a 30-yard gain to Minnesota's 31-yard line. Single back formation. Caleb Williams changing the play at the line here. 2 receivers each way. 30 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1, takes the snap, hand off to the left side. And DJ Moore with another carry. Gets tackled after a gain of about 2, up to the 30. Ten straight completions, longest by a Bears quarterback to start a game. Start a season, sorry, since 1978. Isn't that one of the stupidest stats here? 10 for 10, 86 yards. I mean, it is a great stat as far as good for Caleb Williams, but first time since this to 4 in this, blah, blah, blah. DJ Moore goes in motion, and that's going to be a legal formation. They didn't snap the ball for some reason. They were trying to snap that, or time the motion with the snap. Didn't work, so 5-yard penalty, move them backwards to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 14 now for the Bears. You said you love to see the Bears with the ball. That's the same thing. Gotcha. Understood. All right, 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Man in motion. 2 receivers each side now. Williams trying to get a jump. Doesn't work. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. 4-man rush. Pressure coming. Has to escape and does. Williams escapes the pocket. Keeps his eyes downfield. Now pump faking. Spinning. And diving ahead to the 27-yard line. This kid is an athlete. Holy smokes. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. Like, these moves are better than Mahomes. I mean, this kid is something right now. I mean, his ability to escape inside the pocket. I mean, he is dead to rights by Ivan Pace Jr., and Ivan Pace Jr. is no slouch at linebacker. That guy can fly, and Caleb Williams makes him look like a little kid out there. Reminds me with me and my little siblings when they were chasing me playing tag. Uh-oh. Another false start? Is all this improv what they brought Ben Johnson for? Johnson really got him playing in rhythm? Yeah, I mean, I don't, I mean, I'm definitely not somebody that thinks that Ben Johnson instilled that in him. I mean, I think he had that at USC for sure. But what you like about Ben Johnson, what he's really learned is he's finding his checkdowns a lot. You know, that's why he's 10 for 10, trying to find ways to get rid of the football. Nice. Man in motion. Komet stays on the right side, takes the snap, hand off to DeAndre Swift on 3rd and 11. DeAndre Swift spinning and will get tackled short of the line of game, but it's a nice game. This is classic stuff they did in Detroit. Sets up a 3rd and long, or a 3rd and long, run the ball, set up a 4th and short, and they're going to go for it here. 4th and about 2.5. Being sarcastic, gotcha. 9:15 to go in the second quarter. They are going to go for it. Yep, this is exactly what they did in Detroit. So here we go. Caleb Williams, 4th and 3. And they will... The Bears take a timeout here. Interesting. Analytics say to kick it instead of go for it here. So it would be a 42-yard field goal. Kick the field goal, says PCC. Yeah, the aggression, that's what Ben Johnson's going to show. He learned that from his old coach, Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell loved to go for it in these situations. Show aggression at all times. 8:59 to go here in the second quarter. Agent over Caleb, yeah. 4th and 3. Takes the snap. Williams looking. Throws over the middle of the field and incomplete. Looking for DJ Moore. He overthrew him. And it will be a turnover on downs. And the Vikings will take over. All right. The aggression did not pay off. 7 to 3. Vikings still have a long way to go at their own 24, though. So it's not like you're giving them great field position by any means, but you do leave points on the board in a 4-point game. So the Vikings will be able to take their first lead of the game. Told you, yeah. You can turn on the TV if you want to watch your own thing. Uh-oh. 26 of you hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. So that was Caleb Williams. Him? Oh, jeez. I think it came from over there. Anyway, so that was his first incomplete pass. Came at a very inopportune time there. A couple of penalties really screwed him over. Six, 7. Dan Swift. Girlfriend. Tim, do you do play-by-play for TV shows when you watch with your wife?
Yes.
She claims yes. I plead the fifth. What up, Richard? What'd you miss? So far, we're going back and forth. We're 7-3. Excuse me, 7-3. JJ McCarthy has not done very much at all, but Caleb Williams, 10 for 11, 86 yards. But unfortunately, they did. His first incompletion came on fourth down there, and it was a turnover on down. So JJ McCarthy takes the ball back here in the second quarter with 8:55 to go. Under center, two receivers each way. Trying to get him to jump, doesn't work. Puts a man in motion, takes a snap, handed it off to him over to the left side, trying to find the edge, and will only get a gain of about 2 or so to Aaron Jones. You know what I think is kind of weird? When a player puts senior on the back of their jersey. Like junior, I get. You know, like you were gifted that junior. Like you put that senior on your own self. It seems very, I don't know, egotistical. Is there a word? Takes a snap, looking. Quick throw over to the left side, and it'll be TJ Hockenson with the grab. Gains about 4.5 or so. Sets up third down and manageable. What's up? Jeez. 3rd and 4 here for the Vikings. Justin Jefferson, only 1 target so far. Under 8 minutes to go. 3 receivers to the right side. And in motion is Justin Jefferson. Takes the snap. Looking, pumping, has time. They find JJ, and JJ will be tackled short of the first down marker. So Justin Jefferson does not get to the marker so that he could get the first down. So now it brings up 4th down. Will the Vikings get aggressive here in a close game, but they are in their own territory? Richard Tim said he would rather have Tyson Bagent than Caleb Williams. Tim doesn't believe in patriarchy. Seems like a lot I missed in one quarter. Yep. There's the kick from right. And it's going to go out of bounds. Not a very good kick at all. It's probably going to go out of bounds around the 35-ish yard line. He was mad at himself as soon as he kicked that ball. Seniors deserve respect and the big piece of chicken. I don't know. It's just like I mean, I don't have a junior, and I don't plan to have a junior. So I just can't be in that headspace, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's what it is. Tim, did you see any of the Giants podcasts? They were going nuts last night? No, I did not. Fun fact, every game Terry has played against the Packers, he scored a touchdown. Interesting. That is a fun fact. It's a good one. I remember he scored on Jair Alexander. You don't know what? Seniors deserving respect? Lol. It's not about deserving respect. I mean, yes, you could deserve respect, but it's not about that. It's, I guess, you're putting it on your own jersey. I mean, I guess, you know what? I'm gonna make an assumption. That is fair. Maybe the team did it. You know what? I'm gonna change my mind, and I'm gonna focus on that the team put it on there for him, and the team decided to respect that he's a senior. And he had no choice in the matter. That's what I'm going to go with. And you know what? That does change everything. It's just the idea of putting it on there yourself, especially when you made yourself the senior. It was weird to me. But you know what? That's what I'm going to go with. He had a son, decided to have a junior, and the team put the senior on his back to show him respect, because I'm cool with that. That's what I would like about it. So I'm going to choose to live in that reality. I believe every person should have respect. Yes. Maybe juniors on the practice squad. People play longer now and have kids really young. No, Aaron Jones ain't that old. That would be ridiculous. Because what Aaron Jones is what, like 30, 31? Yeah, I don't think he has a kid in the league, but that's funny. All right, 7-3. Maybe the juniors is other personality. 6:52 to go in the second quarter. The receivers bunch to the left side, single back formation. Takes the snap, play action, looking, steps up. Caleb Williams batted down at the line. Second down and 10 coming up for the Bears. What up, Janice? And it screws up the. And when he screws up, it can be called a senior moment. Now that I ruined the delivery of that joke. It's actually pretty funny. Well played, Janice. Happy moment, everyone. What's up? Or happy Monday. Now Tim all of a sudden can't read. The OGs know that, though. The OGs know Tim can't read. Here we go. Zacchaeus goes in motion left to right. Two receivers each way. Takes the snap. Play action. Williams avoids the rush. Rolls to his right side now. Throws on the move. And just out of reach for Elimine Zacchaeus. Couldn't quite bring it in. It is now 6:41 to go in the second quarter. And it is a holding call anyway on the rookie running back. Moving back 10 yards to bring up 2nd and 20. I think Steve Smith Sr. was the first for that reason. What, did he have a kid on the team? No way. Are you worried about the offense? No, not at all. It's just going to get better. It's awesome. 6:41 to go in the second quarter. Because, no, the offense was fantastic. That run game and the offensive line play. Jaden Daniels just works on his accuracy a little bit. Just getting comfortable again in the offense. Oh, yeah. Here we go. 3rd and 10 now. Oh, they decline the penalty. Okay. Third receivers left. Takes the snap. Williams drops back, looking, stepping up. Has to avoid the rush. Trying to find it. And he does stay on his feet somehow. Escapes all the way to the left side. Then pressure. And good job by number 44. Making sure he does not get the first down there. Jonathan Allen could not quite get the sack. Caleb Williams, dude, that is a shifty son of a gun. Dude, he is so hard to bring down. And there's why Jonathan Allen is no longer a Commander. Ah, hate to see his fall. His downfall. You digging these sideline caps? There's the kick. And, oh, scooped up. Nice bounce for the Vikings there. And he'll return it a few yards because of it. But the Vikings get the ball back now in their own territory. Down by 4 with just under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Digging these sideline caps. I don't know anything about the sideline caps. Caleb Williams must... Oh, jeez. I'll drink to that. John Allen still stinks. Oh. Can we not hate on Jonathan Allen? Okay, I understand he's getting older. He's not playing as well as he once was. I get it. Okay, but he's a good dude. I like Jay Allen. Okay, we don't need to hate on Allen. All right, he's having a senior moment. Caleb reminds me of Steve Young. I don't hate that comparison. I really don't. Don't hate that one. I mean, I'm the only one that thinks the Commanders versus the Bears can be a new rivalry. No, I don't think so. How would that rivalry occurs though? Is we both need to have a run at the top of our division, right? Which is very hard to do in the NFC East. Or were the Eagles the last year the first time to repeat NFC East division winner? No, even no. Wait, hold on. Because I know for a long time we were not having any repeat division winners. Huh? No, Dallas was the division winner. So yeah, it hasn't. This division hasn't had a repeat winner since 03-04, I think. Yeah, 03-04, where Philadelphia went on a bit of a run from 01 to 04. Outside of that, we haven't had a repeat winner in a long time, and that's how one of these out like conference rivals really start. That's why the Ravens and the Chiefs have become such a rivalry because they're always number one, so they always play every single year. That's why the Colts and the Patriots became such a rivalry. They were playing every year because they were both the number one seed, right? So it's um that's how you would create one of these rivalries is get some consistency at the top. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle here, slipping tackles his Mason, finding the room, and he gets dragged down for a gain of about 10 and a half or so. First down, but there is a flag on the play. Dana Stubberfield. Holding. 67 offense. Bring it back. And there he is again, just in school. He was the guy that I was scared me the most. Why I bet on the Bears. It's in school has been a big issue several times. We've called his name already a bunch, and he gets called for the holding here. Yeah, he tackles the defensive end trying to tackle the running back. The 1st and 20 now after the penalty. J.J. McCarthy in the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. J.J. gets set. 4 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap. Play action. Quick throw and batted down at the line. Edmonds getting his big hands up there, knocking it down. So 2nd and 20 now for the Vikings. But the QB matchup and the draft order of Caleb and Jaden may always tie their fates together in a way, but if they don't play each other once every but 4 years, then is it really a rivalry at that point, right? Like Mahomes, Josh Allen, Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen. These are all rivalries because they keep ending up the number one and play every year. Takes the snap, looking, steps up, batted, oof. And they're going to, right now, okay, they finally blow the whistle, but Odangbo getting it, the QB hit his arm as he was throwing it. Always dangerous when this happens. Let's see, is his arm coming forward? Yes. Yeah. His arm threw that ball forward. Was that his perfect Viking name? Yeah, it sucks that skull was bad. Yeah, it's true. 3rd and 20. 4 seconds left on the play clock, and they're not going to get this playoff in time. Wait a minute. Yeah, they have to call a timeout. They didn't get the play on in time. The Bears crowd getting into that Vikings huddle. Good idea. Yeah, see, very smart. 3rd and 20. There's no reason, absolutely no reason to call timeout here. All right, 3rd and 25. Three receivers to the right side. In the shotgun is McCarthy. Takes the snap. Pressure immediately, setting up the screen here to Mason on 3rd and a mile. And Mason will get a few back, but not nearly enough, and the Vikings will be forced to punt here with about 5 minutes left to go in the second. Well, Caleb and Jaden will face each other twice in 2 years, and the first matchup ended in a Hail Mary. That's fair. I mean, and that's awesome. And it's also possible that they don't end up as both as the number 1. If they both end up as the number 2, you'll get a lot of matchups. But this year is the year that we play the NFC North, right? Last year, we played the Bears because we were both the worst in our divisions. And now we will play them because it's the NFC North. Now, will we play them once in the next 3 years? That'll be the question. Here comes the return here from the Bears, and he will get tackled. And Felton will make the tackle, so it will be where I think it was around the 40-ish yard line of the Bears. Is JJ the only QB who wears eye black like that? Doesn't Russell Wilson? Oh wait, no, he does like the whole thing, right? JJ McCarthy? Yeah, I think he is. JJ getting revenge on Drewski for his skit. Uh-oh. JJ thinks he's Chris Hovan. All right, 4:29 to go here in the second quarter. Bears get the ball back, up by 4. Takes the snap, hand off to Swift. Swift will run it straight ahead and get a gain of about 3 or 4 yards, depending on the spot. Second down coming up here for the Bears. Shout out to all 38 of you hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you being here. 3:55 and counting here for the Bears. So they're at the 45-ish yard line here. They give them a gain of 4. 3 receivers bunch to the left side, single back formation, man in motion, and another false start. Another false start for the Bears. That's what, 3 or 4 of them already? This one's on number 73. Chargers Raiders will be a nice late matchup. All right, we'll see. Do you think number 7 and 44 should be retired? Yes. All right, 3 receivers to the left side in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Quick throw over the middle of the field. Caught by Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus will run straight ahead. First down, Bears. Gains about 15, 16 yards on that play. Moves the chains. They're getting close to the field goal range here. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Bears. Down to the 44-yard line now. Single back formation. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. DJ Moore out wide to the right. Takes the snap. Pitch play to the left is Swift. Swift, not a whole lot of room. Will run forward for a gain of about 3. 2nd down and 7 here for the Bears. 2.5 to go. Plenty of time left. They do only have 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning. But they do not want to give the Vikings any time before half. They want to score with as little time as possible. Vikings have 2 timeouts of their own if they want to use them. All right. Single back formation. 3 receivers to the left side. DJ Moore goes in motion to the right now. Takes a snap. Hand off to DeAndre Swift. Swift will run straight ahead, and he gets crushed for a 1-yard gain. So that will take us to the 2-minute warning here. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Bears. Bit too conservative there, if I do say so myself, for Ben Johnson. We'll see how he plays this, because he's going to have to be aggressive late. It's an interesting argument. I guess if you got to be aggressive at one point, right? Whether you be aggressive early or late, it is what it is. I guess a lot of people will try to move the ball as quickly as possible so they have time on the clock, but I guess it's not necessarily needs to be that way. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. But the one thing I don't like about what he's doing is he's obviously not giving himself that much time. There's like a fine line. So maybe the 2 minute warning is when he decides that he's going to turn it up. Like, all right, now we got to move quick, but I want to get the 2 minute warning before I get too aggressive. Sorry, Tim, I got to say that this game is buns. I don't know. Like, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I guess the one thing you could I can agree with you. There's not been anything really exciting, right? There's no turnovers, not a lot of scoring, but we have a chess match going on. A lot of good football played so far. I mean, Caleb Williams has put on a bit of a show. It's a tight game, 7-3. So if anything could happen, right? I mean, to me, like the only true bad game to watch is one where you're at like 28-0 at this point. Then it's like, all right, do I even care about the rest? I find myself that also in the film review, right? If the game is a blowout or starts to get out of control, like I start to not care about what happened late in the third quarter or early in the fourth quarter. It's like whatever. The game's already out of reach. Like the teams aren't even playing normal offense and defense at this point. But I mean, I definitely understand though the premise that it's not a super exciting game. There's not a lot going on. Caleb scrambles are good, yeah. What makes you think Joe Theismann is not good? He only played a short time here. He didn't have that long of a stint for the Redskins there. Simon has a steakhouse, or Theismann has a steakhouse. Yeah, Brippen was better than Theismann if you consider the short prime years. Yeah, 2 receivers each way in the shotgun. 2 minute warning. Trying to get him to jump, doesn't work. Man in motion, Zacchaeus stays on the right side though. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Caleb, quick throw over to the right side, has his man Zacchaeus and goes out of bounds. First down. Gain of 7. Good throw by Caleb Williams. Put it right in the spot. Man-to-man defense just beats him to the spot. Jeff Okuda could not keep up with Zacchaeus with all that motion. All right. 1st and 10, single back formation. 2 receivers each way. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Plenty of time left with 1:55 to go now. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here, and Swift will dive ahead for a gain of another 3. The number should be feared by our greatest rivals, like Boogeyman style. NFC rivals feared Sean Taylor, Riggins, Darrell Green, not Joe Theismann. Okay. Does the same go for Vince Lombardi? 2nd and 7. 1.5 to go. Definitely letting the clock run down now. 2nd and 7 here. And in motion's Odunze. Pitch play here for Swift again. And Swift, not a whole lot of running room. This Vikings defense looking strong so far. The gain of 2 sets up 3rd down and 5 now. All right, 3rd and 5. At the 27-ish yard line. And in motion's Odunze. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Williams, quick throw over to the right side, and woof, Odunze gets crushed. He does make the catch. The clock will run. The Vikings will use their second timeout now. 4th and 2. Again, how aggressive does Ben Johnson want to be here? Take the points this time or not? Offense stays out there. Oh my goodness, there's his painted nails. Oh golly. And they're absurdly painted too. Oh yeah, doesn't he do a thing where he says like he puts the opposing team's colors on his fingers and then says like F you or something like that. All right, so they will settle for a field goal here. 4th and 2, 28 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Do you think Campbell is lost without Ben Johnson? I think the Packers are a really, really good football team, but I didn't watch that game, but it's hard to judge what the Lions are going to be in the future with this. But I also don't think Jared Goff is all that great. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Barely hugs the right upright. And it is through, so it's 10-7. Bears on top with 24 seconds to go here in the second quarter. His mom paints him. Would have preferred the Green Bay versus Detroit game today than yesterday. It'd have been interesting to watch it. I agree with that. For me, it's either Sammy or Darrell Green. Darrell Green. Here we go. 24 seconds in the second quarter. Santos to kick it away. And he will kick it to about the 6-yard line. And then he will get to the 31-ish, straight ahead. So 19 seconds and 1 timeout for the Vikings. Let's see if they use it. Ben Johnson looks like he has jaundice. Oh, God. For that Virginia Hollis patch is a nice touch, though, on the Bears jersey. Since Skins play them this Thursday, would have made for good review of enemy plays. Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That would have been a good one. Three receivers to the right. 19 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Takes the snap. Looking. JJ stepping up. Goes over to the left side. And has his man, his Naylor. And he gets tackled. Inbounds. So they will use their last timeout here with 11 seconds remaining. Or did they... Wait. Did he get out of bounds? Did he... I mean, I thought the knee came in bounds and his hand hit first. No, that's inbounds. The knee is definitely down in bounds. Ledger Thunder Commanders game coverage sim. Thank you, Tommy. Yep, Minnesota called the timeout here with 11 seconds to go here in the second quarter. So no timeouts left for Minnesota. But it currently sits at the Chicago 36. So that would be a 54-yard field goal, and that's exactly what they're going to go ahead and send Will Reichard out here to do. With the new rules, he has plenty of leg for this. 54-yard field goal is going to... The 50s are going to become what the 40s always have been. He has a career long of 58, but now with the new rules, Pat McAfee was talking about on his show, obviously former punter, thinking that this could add 10 to 15 yards to a lot of kickers from a brand new ball, right? So he believed, oh, this is a 59-yard attempt? It says the 36. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. The kick is good. And career long, easy money. So that will be 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Vikings get the field goal quickly. And it is now 10-6, Bears on top. Vikings will also get the ball first coming out of halftime. No, I lied. Bears will get the ball first. Did I say that? Cowboys Giants will be a fun watch because one rival fan base will still be winless. Yeah. Players this year wearing some real obnoxious jewelry. If I was an opponent, I'd rip it off in a scrum. It is weird. Good night, Sam. See you, Noah. Have a good one. All right, so we're getting ready for halftime. We'll bring up the immaculate grid. Struggled yesterday. Let's see if I can recover this time. He has such a small nose, skinny nose. Here comes the kick from Will Reichert. Super high kick at the 7-yard line. Here comes a return. Slipping tackles. Stays on his feet. And the clock will expire. Burden the rookie. Gave it a good run to try to make it happen before halftime with a kick return touchdown. But that will be halftime. It's 10-6. Bears on top. Take a look here at the box score. We have Caleb Williams, 13 of 16, 112 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. J.J. McCarthy, 5 for 8, 48 yards through the air. Leading rusher is Caleb Williams, 4 carries, 32 yards, and a touchdown. Leading rusher for the Vikings, 4 carries, 14 yards, is Jordan Mason. Leading receiver in the game, DJ Moore, 2 catches, 35 yards. Leading receiver for the Vikings, Jalen Naylor, 1 catch, 28 yards. Leading tackler in the game is Ivan Pace Jr. with 5, and leading the Bears is Noah Sewell, as well as Tremaine Evans, both with 4. Got a couple of returns from each guy, but Will Reichert is 2 for 2 on field goals, no extra points attempted. Cairo Santos, 1 for 1 on field goals and 1 for 1 on extra points. Taking a look here at the team stats. First downs, 8-4 in favor of the Bears. Bears right now 3 for 7 on third down. Vikings 0 for 5 on third down. Total yards, 172-80 in favor of the Bears. Penalties, 5 for 62 yards against Chicago, 3 for 20 against the Vikings. Time of possession, or no turnovers so far, and time of possession goes 18:38 to 11:22 in favor of the Bears. I really hate that turnover on downs don't count in the turnovers department. It's literally in the name. Literally in the name. Any games for halftime? Yep, we're going to do the Immaculate Grid. Let's hop in right now, and feel free to help out in the chat if you guys have any ideas. All right, here we go. So we have across the top, Bears, Bengals, and only one team. And then we have the Vikings, the Panthers, and the Dolphins. So the easy one for only one team is obviously current players, right? Like Tua Tagovailoa is the only one team. Tommy Trimble, only one team for the Panthers, or Bryce Young, right? JJ McCarthy here. Even though this actually will, JJ McCarthy will not be on here, but Justin Jefferson, right? So those are the obvious easy ones because you just go with current players. But if you want to make it a little bit tougher, you could do the one of who actually retired with only one team. Right, we do. Any other time it is referenced as just a turnover, turnover on downs is the only time they make the distinction. I mean, I disagree. I mean, you would make a distinction like, oh, it's a turnover. They fumbled the football. Oh, it's an interception. Intercepted, you know? Do Tommy Tremble for Carolina? No. Like, oh, here's a good one. Luke Kuechly. Bang. See? One that actually played his entire career and retired as such. Excuse me. Oh, you know what? He is still a current player, but it's still a good one because he played here a long time. Harrison Smith, right? That's a good one. Luke Kuechly's probably going to be common. Yeah, I don't mind the common thing. I don't know. I just have fun with it. Find the answers, right? Excuse me. All right. Let's think of some other ones. Okay, so Bears Vikings. Didn't Jared Allen play for the Bears at the end of his career? Do I risk it? Yeah, I'm just gonna risk it, right? I think he played for the Bears at the end of his career. Yeah. Yeah. Vikings Bengals. Vikings Bengals. This is Peppers, right? This is the most obvious is Julius Peppers here. Yeah. 18%. Wow, only 18%? Is there one that's even more? Oh, duh. DJ Moore was the obvious one here. Laces out. Yeah. Panthers and Bengals. Panthers and Bengals. Not come to mind immediately. Dolphins, Bears. Jay Cutler. Didn't Jay Cutler play for the Dolphins at one point? Am I crazy for that? Didn't Mike Glennon play for these two? Or did no wait? Did Glennon play for Tampa? That would be an ugly one. Excuse me. I'm confused, but not enough. All I want. I'm confused, but not enough. I want all Michigan players in Joe B. Okay. Dolphins, Bengals. Dolphins, Bengals. Dolphins, Bengals. And only one team for the Dolphins. Dan Marino, right? Did CJ Huzmanzada play for the Dolphins? Dan Marino didn't play for anybody else, right? Yeah, there we go. What up, Austin? Hell of a game yesterday? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Did TJ Huzmanzada play for the Dolphins? Did not realize that. If true. How are you feeling about the upcoming game this Thursday? I think it's going to be an interesting one. I mean, this is obviously a very, very tough opponent. Um, like the Packers are no joke. Obviously, they just added Micah Parsons, but even before Micah Parsons, they're a strong, strong team. Why do I feel like there should be an obvious one for the Dolphins Bears? Did Jay Cutler play for the Dolphins at all? Why do I feel like he did? Just want to write it in there to see if he did. Players that played the same team, that's the best. Players that played the same team, that's the best. That's the best. I'm not sure. How are you feeling about the upcoming game? Sorry. Can't wait for Terry and Jaden to get their connection together. Me too, Austin. I'm going to the game on Thursday. Heck yeah, Troy. Yeah, Cutler did. Okay, I'll go with that. I was pretty. I should have just went with it. I should have just went with it because I was quite confident, but for some reason, the Dolphins one was throwing me off. Bengals, 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 Bengals. Ooh, Reef, right? Riley Reef played for both of those teams. There we go. Offensive lineman. That's a good pool. Panthers and Bengals. Panthers and Bengals. Panthers and Bengals. Hmm. Ocho Cinco? Did Ocho Cinco play for one of these teams? I don't remember Ocho Cinco. I know he went to the play for the Patriots for a minute, and I don't remember where he went after that. Oh, duh. Mike Gesicki. There we go. That's an obvious one here. And then the Panthers Bengals. We'll end it in the middle here. Panthers Bengals. Panthers Bengals. I'm trying to think of like Calvin Benjamin. Did he go play over there at all? Um, Panthers Bengals. Don't remember any running backs off the top of my head. Panther. Steve Smith never ended up in Bengals. He was the Ravens. Um, like I keep thinking, like for some reason in my head, of Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. I know he played for the Patriots and Bengals, but I don't think he ever played for the Panthers. Bengals, Panthers, Bengals. Man, what do you guys got over here? What up, Billy Mack? Did Pac-Man play for the Panthers? I don't think he did. I know he played for the Cowboys. I was thinking him at one point as well. Man, also go like back in the day. Like, did Jake Delhomme ever go over there? Kyle Allen is not playing for the Bengals, is he right now? Where's Kyle Allen at? Um, yeah, did any of those like journeyman ones play over there, like Tyrod Taylor, um, Jacoby Brissett or something, or some backup? Harry Collins. Uh, kickers. Was there any kickers that played with these two? Oh, that's it. That's the obvious one. Good job, Troy. Andy frickin' Dalton. That is the obvious one. That's the obvious one. Yeah. What did that one end up being? 74%. There it is. Oh, Woody in the house. What up, Woody? Can your Bears have the lead? Look at you. And they get the ball at halftime. Caleb Williams looking strong today. He's got to clean up these false start penalties. Don't jinx it, yeah. Well, I already did my jinxing, okay, Woody. I already bet on the Bears. So I've already done my worst. But just for you. There's the return. Caught at the 2-yard line. All right, here come the Bears. Turning, heading forward, gains up to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bears coming up. Here's Ben Johnson. Oh, Ben Johnson just giving his team some props. Here we go. Single back formation. Caleb Williams under center. 3 receivers bunch to his left. Puts Cole Kmet in motion left to right. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Pumping. Zigzagging through. And then he's going to swing it out there to DeAndre Swift. But has to just incomplete it. So now 2nd and 10. Good defense there by the Vikings. Nobody open for him. Even DeAndre Swift was not open when he swung it out there. 92 fire making. Look at you go, Joey. Look at you go. I'm at like 100K away from 87 Slayer. Here we go. 14:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Caleb Williams under center. Offset I formation to the left. Puts a man in motion. Right to left. Takes the snap. Play action. Steps up. Has time. Gonna check it down here again. And incomplete, looking for Cole Kmet. Nobody's getting open on the back end. This secondary for the Vikings playing very strong. Okay, 3rd and 10. All right, 2 receivers each way at their own 22. Zacchaeus in motion right to left. Takes a snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw to the left side and incomplete. Caleb Williams has gone completely inaccurate this drive. A little bit of pressure getting to him. That's a quick 3 and out, and the Bears will be forced to punt here to the Vikings. What up, Jack? Like Ben Johnson. I am a fan here, but JJ McCarthy, Michigan man, one best QBs ever in Ann Arbor. Lions fan. Gotcha. Okay, so you're hyping up the Michigan world of sports. Fair enough. This is not a good offense for Caleb. They don't have the Lions line. Yikes. Yeah. Well, it's hard to it's hard to have any good offense if you don't have a very good line. Here we go. Price with a nice return right up the middle, and he will get tackled at the 58-yard line. Excuse me, 48-yard line. There is no 58-yard line. But 48-yard line of the Bird. Good field position coming up here for the Vikings. Down by 4 currently. JJ, best QB in Michigan in my lifetime. There you go. JJ had one of the win game in college over 300. Single back formation. Takes a snap. Play action. Looking. Stepping up. Hit as he throws and incomplete. What is the flag going to be here? Oh my gosh. Hitting him in the head? I mean, he hit his arm, though. Wow. Bailout call for the Vikings there. What? Where? Oh, the follow-through. The follow-through is what got him. That was pretty stupid. Okay, never mind. The follow-through, like trying to rip his helmet off, that will get you to do the call. Okay. I actually agree with that call, because it's not just a simple, like, bang-bang play. Like, he
grab the helmet and try to pull it off. That was pretty stupid. At the 34-yard line, single back formation, 3 receivers to the right, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Aaron Jones straight ahead, not much room, and we'll get nothing on the play. Bayard and Noah Sewell in on the tackle, 2nd and 10 here with 14 to go in the third. Jack just says exactly. 14 minutes to go here in the third. 2 receivers each way. 14 minutes to go. Takes a snap. Pitch play to the right is Jones. Jones trying to find a cutback lane. Not a whole lot of room. Dives ahead for a gain of 2. Sets up now 3rd down and 8. Thirteen and a half to go here in the third quarter. Three receivers to the left side. Aaron Jones motions out wide to the right, now comes back into the backfield. J.J. McCarthy changes the play at the line. 4 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw to the left and intercepted. Going back the other way. And the Bears. Nobody to stop them, and it's a pick 6. The Bears. And it's a former Viking to come away with it. Pick 6, the full-on blitz gets to the young quarterback, and it's the Bears taking the lead here, 16-6, pending an extra point. Bang! Is it Nahshon Wright? Is that what they said? The former Oregon State corner? Yep, Nahshon Wright. Oregon State cornerback, 6'4", great length, beautiful play here. I liked him a lot coming out of college. I wanted a late-round pick for the Commanders to do him. I think it ended up being the Cowboys that drafted him. It must have went to the Vikings after, and now ends up on a spot on the Bears getting a pick 6. Here's the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good with 12:51 to go in the third. Actually, did Nahshon Wright, he had a brother too, right? Maybe this is his brother. I can't remember. Bears, too many men on the field. Flag Bears offsides. That's funny. I bet Bears money line. I like Ben Johnson a lot. I did too, Jake. Shout out to channel member Jake. Appreciate you. But, yep, I bet the Bears money line as well. Still a lot of football left, but obviously, got to feel good if you bet the Bears so far. The guy with the interception can't read. He's so mad that J.J. McCarthy threw an interception. Going to lose fantasy because JJ can't hit JJ. What are you thinking about Bill? Was he good? My fantasy crush. I didn't see the game against the Giants since it was same time as the Jets. Excuse me. Bill did a great job. He finished the game strong. I mean, Austin Eckler is going to get a lot of carries over there, so it's not Bill's job by any means, but a 42-yard run for Bill was huge, and he also got a touchdown, so he had a really good day. What's going on? They calling it newborn or Vegas? Not sure. All right, here we go. 12:51 to go here in the third quarter. Deshaun Wright, man. Yep, just thrown a bit too late there for McCarthy. And Deshaun Wright, man, takes it the other way. All right, here comes the kick from Santos. Vikings get the ball back. And running towards the middle, now cutting back towards the right, zigzagging through. And we'll get tackled at the 28-yard line is Ty Chandler. And J.J. McCarthy coming back on the field after throwing his first interception of his career. Yeah, I found my glasses. Okay, 12:45 to go here in the third quarter. Under center, single back formation, Jones the running back. Lied, that's Jordan Mates in the running back, and he cuts it up towards the middle, and nice tackle there by Noah Sewell after a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. Looked like Jordan Mason may have had a lane to get a nice gain, but Noah Sewell cleans up the tackle nicely. Second and about 6 coming up here for the Vikings. That interception was the center's fault. 12 minutes to go. Single back formation again. Justin Jefferson goes in motion. Stays on the right side. Takes the snap. Play action. Steps up. Avoids the rush. And no, he doesn't. Can't escape it. And it's a sack. Wow. Another sack on J.J. McCarthy. The Bears' pressure is getting home. Third sack of the day for the Bears. And again, Skull. It's all about Skull, man. I tried to tell you ahead of time, man. I tried to tell you. You know, that left tackle has literally changed the trajectory of this game big time. 3 receivers to the left. Empty backfield set here. 1 second on the play clock. And he does not get the clock off. Yep, that'll be a delay of game. Move him back 5 yards. I really appreciate O'Connell not wasting timeouts here as the clock goes down. I think it's smart. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Vikings about to call up Kirk Cousins. Yeah. Where's the O-line? Christian Darrisaw is hurt. They need a left tackle. They don't need to call up Kirk. They need to call up whoever, whatever left tackle is available on free agency. That's who they need to call. All right. 2 receivers each way. 7 seconds to the play clock. Takes the snap. Hand off to Jordan Mason and stuffed. And he's going to lose 2 more on the play. And this is Bears defense waking up. Got a pick 6, then a 3 and out with another sack and a tackle for loss. They are all over this Vikings team right now. They're going to have to punt. Here we go. Dexter getting the tackle. Oof. There's the punt from Ryan Wright. Devin Duvernay back to return. Gonna catch it at the 30, bobbled, but he maintains it. Then he steps out of bounds near the 35-ish, 36-yard line. And that is where the Bears will start this next drive. There is a flag also on the play. Falcons would gladly give them Kirk back, but they wouldn't want anything other than getting out of the contract. Yeah. the Bears defense is good. Yeah, they hired Dennis Allen, the former defensive coordinator of the Saints, who became the head coach after Sean Payton left. He was a strong defensive coordinator. But it just makes it tough when you don't have that premier left tackle. And when you're weak at that left tackle spot, it's big time. What do you think about the Jets after week 1? I subbed to you last year to cheer you guys on since you were perennial losers. We finally look confident, even if we lost. I mean, I didn't watch the game, but obviously Brees Hall is an absolute stud. Justin Fields has talent. I liked him coming out of Ohio State. I really did. He was one of my favorite quarterbacks that draft class. I really liked Justin Fields. Don't really think he was given a fair shake the last couple of times, and it's understandable with Caleb Williams coming out, right? Caleb Williams, I think, is a better prospect than Justin Fields was. So I get that, and then I think that the Steelers should have definitely given him a chance and potentially to be the future instead of Russell Wilson. I thought that was a complete waste of time. But so I'm excited for you guys on that front. It's going to take some time. You guys got a new head coach. You invested a lot into Aaron Rodgers. That didn't work at all. So it's going to take a couple of years. But I like Aaron Glenn. I think he could be good for you. Man in motion after the shift. Single back formation here. Caleb Williams takes the snap. Pitch play to the right is Swift. Not much room at all. He's just going to have to dive ahead to get close to the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Bears. I'm not calling you losers, saying the Jets are. I'm saying you guys finally turned around. Thanks. Yeah, I think there was a bit of a typo, I think, but it's okay. I mean, I wasn't offended. It was just I was trying to understand what you were saying. All right, 2nd and 10. The receivers bunch to the right side. Caleb puts a man in motions. DJ Moore takes the snap. Play action. Looking. Going to the left side. And toe tapping it is DJ Moore. Nice gain down the left sideline. Should be a gain of around 20 or so. Maybe 25. Where was the spot? 40 or 45? He goes to the left, then cuts it over to the... Yep, it'll be the 42-yard line is where he goes out of bounds. So, here we go. Oh, he got hit as he threw Caleb Williams. Hopefully his throwing hand is okay. Takes a snap, play action, quick throw over to the right side, and Burden gets hit in the backfield immediately for a loss by Van Ginkel. 2nd down and long coming up here for the Bears. 2nd and 13. 8.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So this is my miss for the season. Mini looks awful up and down. I think they're awful probably, but yeah, they're They're way overrated last year. Way overrated. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw to the left side and incomplete. Looking for Zacchaeus. Now 3rd and 13. They just don't have their left tackle, dude. When they get Christian Darrisaw back, let's reevaluate the Vikings. Not having a left tackle is so big. It's so big. And then you have a young quarterback on top of that. Yeah, it's rough. 8:11 to go here in the third quarter. Three receivers to the left side. 3rd and 13. Blitz coming. Williams going to swing it over to the left side. Going to be caught by the tight end, Loveland. And he will only get a gain of about 5. And this will be territory to go ahead and punt it for the Bears. Vikings need Yo call Jake Long, Taylor Lewan, or Orlando Pace. Yeah, they need something. Orlando Brown, I think you mean, right? I don't know. Oh, barely gets it off. Oh no, there's a flag on the play as well. Price with a nice return here, up to the 23-yard line, catching it inside the 5, or at least inside the 10. Oh, okay, no flag. I thought he must have said no flags, and I heard him say flag, so I thought there was a flag on the ground. No flag on the play. And the 23-yard line is where the Vikings will start their next drive with 7:14 to go in the third. Oh, Tim, a young QB did it last year with the 4th-round rookie left tackle. Got one game from the Super Bowl. Excuse me. Yes, a young QB that has the escapability of elite status. I mean, J.J. McCarthy is not Jaden Daniels. Okay, not Jaden Daniels at all. And so when he's getting this pressure, he can't just run away from dudes. Jaden Daniels makes guys like Brian Burns look slow. He just runs around them like they're standing still. It's ridiculous. Yeah, J.J. McCarthy is not that kind of athlete. The Wandsman? Who am I thinking of? The one's been retired for 5 to 10 years? Jake Long's definitely retired. Why did I think Luan still... Who am I thinking of? Luan still plays, right? Am I crazy? He was a tackle. Wait, what? When did he retire? Not that long ago. 2022. Okay. Do they have another tackle now? Who am I thinking of? No, I must have just been thinking Luan and for some reason thought he still played. Because I definitely was not thinking of Dan Moore or J.C. Latham. I know J.C. Latham for Alabama. Yeah, I must have just drawn a blank on that one. How about Parsons' impact on the Packers game despite being on limited snaps? I didn't watch the game, but I know he got a sack. So, but I think the Packers were strong without Micah Parsons, so it just gets stronger. 1st and 10, 7:14 to go in the third. Single back formation. Takes snap, play action, sets up to the right side, and Hawkinson dives to the ground to get a tough grab. All right, the ball comes out. And they're going to say he was down by contact. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter, 2nd and 8. What's going on here? Did he make a catch or did it bobble or something? Yeah, no. It was yeah, the knee's down. Interesting. Yeah, because he punches it while the knee is down. This is going to be a bad challenge. Oh, wait a minute. He was not down. Hold on. He hits the ball, not the player. Oh, that's a fumble. He punches that football, not the player. And I don't think he touches him. What's the technicalities on that? Is the ball considered a part of the player? Huh. Detroit lost so many coordinator staff for sure. Best offensive lineman not signed supposedly is Ronnie Stanley and Andre Dillard. Ronnie Stanley is not signed? Oh yeah, they need to go get him. But the problem is that whoever you bring in is it's not like Christian Darrisaw. I'm assuming is going to come back soon though. I think that's down by contact. Like, what's the technicalities on that though? Is the ball a part of the player when he has possession? Okay, they're going to say the ruling on the field stands. Maybe there's another angle where he touches his hand like before he actually punches the ball. But like, is the ball considered part of the player in the NFL? Is the ball considered part of the player? In NFL. Official rule that the catch is complete. The player will be down by contact in this situation. Think, but depending on how. Rule 7. Ball in play, dead ball scrimmage. Dead ball declared. Is official declared dead ball. When an opponent takes a ball that is possession of a runner who is on the ground. Yeah, what does this rule says? All right, here we go. Takes a snap. Play action. McCarthy setting up the screen here to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones trying to set up his blocks. Stiff arming Bayard and taking him for a ride a bit for a gain of about 7. But I don't understand. Like, he didn't answer any of the, nobody thought that was a flag, you idiot. Like, what the hell? Like, oh yeah, no foul here. Like, yeah, nobody thought that there was a foul. We're wanting to know, like, is that a down by contact when you punch the football? Like, I punched the football out. Is that a down by contact or not? The thing is that they didn't touch him at all. He only punched the ball. And the ball was coming out. Then he touched him. Takes a snap. McCarthy steps up, throws over to the right side, and it will be caught. Adam Thielen. No. Oh my gosh, they knock it away. What a play by Stevenson. Adam Thielen gets his first attempt at a catch here, and Stevenson's going to knock this out. Oh my gosh, he does rip it out. Wow. So incomplete, and now the Vikings are 0 for 8 on third down. Wow. Here comes the punt from the Vikings. 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Fair catch going to be called here by Burden. No, Duvernay, rather. What number is Burdennay? 10? I just said Burdennay. I just combined his name. Burden is 10. Duvernay, rather, is 12. Okay. Mini sucks. There you go. All right, single back formation, takes a snap, hand off to Swift, running straight ahead, and here comes the run game for the Bears. Maybe finally starting to wear down this Vikings defense. They've been stifling on the ground today. That will be DeAndre Swift's was only 2.2 yards a carry. That gets them near 3 yards a carry now. And now it's 2nd and 1 here for the Bears. Five minutes to go here in the third quarter. At their own 33-yard line, single back formation, takes a snap, play action. Williams looking, going to swing it underneath. It'll be caught by DJ Moore, and Moore will get the first down. Moore was the check down there. Under 5 to go. 1st and 10 at the 34-ish yard line. All right, here we go. 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Single back formation here. 2 receivers each way. Man in motion is Odunze. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Swift. Swift running straight ahead. Will get a gain of about 4, 5-ish yards. 2nd and a long 5 coming up here for the Bears. All right. 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 6. Takes a snap. Play action. Has time. Pumping. Now escapes the pocket. Williams keeps his eyes running away from the defense. And Caleb Williams showing off his speed. I might have to eat my words. That was ridiculous. He looked fast as crap. Is Caleb Williams run like a 4.4? Dude, that was speed right there. First down, crossing midfield to the 48-yard line of the Vikings. I mean, he just ran away from these guys. All right. First and 10. Injured player on the field. Cashman on the field. Cashman just got dusted by Caleb Williams, so he has to act hurt at that point, right? Just giving him some stuff. Giving some crap. Get off the field then. What are we doing here? You were literally already on the sideline. You were on your sideline. Like, why are we stopping the game for an injured player that's already on the sideline? Like, come on, keep it moving. All right, 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. Single back formation. And in motion, the tight end takes the snap. Hand off to the left side is Swift. Swift staying on his feet and fighting forward for a gain of 2. Tough gain there. To the 46-yard line goes the Bears. Lions already lost, yeah. 2:50 to go here in the third. 2nd and 8. Single back. 3 receivers bunched to the right side. DJ Moore out wide to the left. Pressure might be coming here from the Vikings. No, they back off. Takes the snap. Hand off to Swift. Swift, cut back lane, has room, jumping over a defender, and will dive down to the 34-yard line. DeAndre Swift starting to wake up here in the second half. Nice cutback lane. Love the outside zone run game. The scheme, beautifully executed. And it's a good job, too, by DeAndre Swift pressing that hole. You got to move to the right enough to get the defense to continue to move, then cut it back. Can't cut back too quickly. Oh, they get him to jump. That's a 5-yard penalty for the Vikings now. Moving back the other way. Hargrave, a little excited. Yep, number 97 gets called for it. So that's now 1st and 5 at Minnesota's 29-yard line. Minute 49 to go here in the third quarter. Right, Caleb Williams. Under center, takes the snap. Hand off to Swift. Swift trying to find the edge. Barreling through the defenders, and he's going to fight for a first down. DeAndre Swift starting to feel himself. 1st and 10 Bears. Yeah, he's got a couple of defenders near him, and he takes that corner for a ride. Lower man wins. Beautifully done there by DeAndre Swift. All right. 1st and 10. Under center. Swift, the running back still. Williams takes the snap. Play action. Williams has time. Going to check it down to Swift again. Swift has it wide open space, and he's going to get out of bounds near the 11 or 12, but there is a flag on the play. Is it going to be holding on the offense? Darnell Wright, looks like. Yep, Darnell Wright gets called for the holding, so the completion will come back. Take a look here. Is the obvious holding here? What? That's just ripping the guy's hands off of you. That is not a hold. That is a terrible call. Wow, that's an egregious call. 1st and 20. 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion to the left. Loveland. 2 receivers each way now. Williams takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking, throws it to the left side, and a little bit too high for Cole Kmet. 2nd and 20 now for the Bears. Yeah, Caleb Williams, expecting him to continue to run, but that zone defense, his job is to sit in that hole, so you got to find the hole in the defense and throw it there. All right, 2nd and 20 with 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. Man in motion is Odunze. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Williams, ooh, shaking and baking again. Williams finding room and then throwing it away. And they're going to say incomplete. But is that going to be an intentional grounding? Because he was going down to the ground and he just launches it? And he didn't get past the line of scrimmage. And I think they're going to call intentional grounding here. And I don't think he had to do that. I think his own guy tripped him up. All right, so yep, outside the pocket, but you have to get past the line of scrimmage there to not get intentional grounding. So 5 seconds, you lose a bunch more yards. Now the Bears have been going backwards, and they're going to get close to knocking themselves outside of field goal range here. 3rd and 30 now. This looks like an area of handing it to the running back and watching him go. Nope, he's going to take the snap. Quick throw over the middle. Caught by Zacchaeus. And Zacchaeus will get some yards back to get in field goal range. And that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 17-6. Bears on top. And looking to take the lead further with a field goal attempt coming up. Go ahead and hop over to the hard mode waddle. And the guy that comes to mind is Darnell Wright. All right. He has... Actually, we should have went with Skull. Oh, can we still go with Skull? No, it's not NFC North. Dang it. I should have went with Skull because he's been really bad today. I was thinking of guys that are not playing very well. Darnell Wright, a couple of penalties. But Skull's been really bad. But anyway, nonetheless, it is an offensive lineman. Should be a number in the... could be in the 60s. 60s or 70s here. 6'3", 6'4". We are 25 or 26 years old in the NFC. 25 or 26 years old here. I don't know. How old is like Cam Jurgens or something? He is 26. Oh, he's only 51 though. Dang it. Okay, we are in the NFC East though. 26-year-old lineman in the NFC East, 6'4". What is like Andrew Thomas? We are on the Giants. We are an offensive lineman on the Giants here. We just played them, and I'm drawing a blank on their lineman here. Okay, Illuminor, but he's a tackle. Who's their center again? See it, and I'm drawing a blank. Who are their guards? Andrew Thomas actually didn't even play yesterday. Illuminor, but he's gonna be too tall. Wright has at least 3 penalties, I believe. 2 or 3 false starts on him alone, and his holding. Yep. I like Zacchaeus a lot. Yeah, he was here for us last year, and he's solid. He's a nice little slot receiver. Crap. I don't know. All right, Santos, 50-yard attempt coming up from the left hash. Let's go with John Michael. There it is. The center. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wide right. So the penalties and going backwards cost the Bears points here, and it remains a 17-6 game. I mean, the hold looks pretty good. That thing just knuckleballed like crazy, and it went wide right. Brutal. All right. Single back formation is J.J. McCarthy. Trying to get him to jump. Can, he says. 5 seconds on the play clock. Single back. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Mason. Mason fights forward. Keeps going. Pushing it. And gets to a gain of about 7 or 8 yards or so. Still plenty of time left. Only down by 11 if you're the Vikings here. So definitely no time to panic. You have your full playbook ahead of you. All 3 timeouts, 14.5 minutes to go. This game is far from over. Two receivers each way. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Mason. Mason slips through the line. Finds room into the second level and dragged down by Kevin Byard. Not until after a nice gain of about 15, 20 yards. Move the chains here for the Vikings. Inside gain of 18. Beautifully done there by Mason. As I said, they brought in Jordan Mason and paid him a chunk of money. You knew they were going to use him a lot, and he's been definitely the clear better back in this so far. Single back formation, man in motion is Justin Jefferson. Takes the snap. Play action. McCarthy stepping up, hit as he throws, and delivers a strike to Justin Jefferson. What a throw by McCarthy. Facing the pressure, not afraid of it at all, and delivers an absolute bullet to JJ. JJ to JJ here. Boom, boom. 2-touch. Beautiful. Hit as he throws. No fear for JJ McCarthy. All right. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Single back formation. Takes the snap. Hand off to the left side is Mason. Mason trying to slip a tackle and gets tripped up, but not until after a gain of 5. What a bug throw. I like it. Big throw for sure. So into the red zone go the Vikings here. I'm also confused, man. I'm on YouTube right now, and I'm ahead of ESPN this time. So weird. All right, under center. Man in motion, stays on the right side. Takes the snap, fakes the pitch, rolling to his left. Looking, has time, and it's batted down. Montez Sweat using those long arms. Batting it down, 3rd and 5. Big defensive play there for the Bears. Who's the receiver that he was referring to? Oh, they were trying to get it to JJ. No, they were trying to get it to Naylor, excuse me. 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion, Naylor stays on the right side, takes a snap, 4-man rush. McCarthy stepping up, throws over the middle of the field, and touchdown, Justin Jefferson. There's his dance, and the Vikings get their first touchdown of the season, 13-yard catch, Justin Jefferson over the middle, and they will go for 2 here to make it a 3-point game with 12:13 to go in the 4th. Plenty of game time left. Beautifully done. What do you know? You give J.J. McCarthy some time, and he can find his guy and deliver. Quick score, 6 play, 60 yards, under 3 minutes. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. McCarthy in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Pressure coming, has to try to escape, and a flag here. This is a holding call. Zigzags around, throws it into the end zone, and it's intercepted by Bayard. So it's no good. I'm sure this is going to be holding against the Vikings anyway. So it will remain a 5-point game here in Chicago. Oh my gosh, never mind. It's illegal hands to the face. Oh my goodness. I keep forgetting with that penalty added to the list of penalties. Every time you see one of those penalties in the offensive line, you just assume holding. But no, this time it's Odeingo with illegal hands to the face. And now that will be another attempt coming up for the Vikings at the 1-yard line. So another 2-point attempt coming up here for the Vikings. They're going to go with the heavy formation, bring all the tight ends, the extra linemen. Justin Jefferson's not even on the field right now. So 12-13 to go. I formation here. Hockenson motions out, so it's single back formation now. Takes the snap. Play action. He's looking to throw underneath. Oliver turns up field and he gets tackled. What a big tackle here. Wow! Number 36 for the Bears comes up with a huge tackle. Jonathan Owens. Oh, that's what's his name? Oh my goodness. Famous Olympian. Incredible athlete. One of the most decorated athletes of all time, and her name is just not coming to my head. Anyway, that's her husband. The gymnast. Why can't I think? Well, I am just completely blanking on one of the most decorated athletes of all time. It's ridiculous. There's no reason to not know this girl's name. I can even see her face. One of you in the chat will say. Where's the flag? Yeah. Simone Biles. Thank you. It's like, it will not come to my head. Yep. All right, so 17-12. Bears maintain a 5-point lead after a nice play there by Jonathan Owens. Right. 17-12 here, 12-13 to go in the fourth. Appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat. 40 of you. We got 33 likes. Love the ratio. You need to hit that like button. So we got 52% of you picking the Bears today. The 48 votes. Appreciate you. We'll go ahead and end that here in the fourth quarter. Oh, look at that full moon. That is wild looking with all those lights there. That's a cool shot. All right. Reichard to kick it away. Bear down. There's K Pizzle for Shizzle. You guys hanging out in the Discord? All right, 12-13 to go in the fourth quarter. Caleb Williams going to come back onto the field here. There's the kick from Reichard. Will be caught at the goal line here. And Duvernay, whoof, gets clotheslined near the 25-yard line. Wilson comes up with a big tackle. Holy crap, Jonathan Owens comes all the way from over there? Wait, what? Oh, they circled the wrong person. I was like, there's no way he came from over there. Anyway. They totally circled the wrong person. I was about to say. Where's your hat? It's a Wizards hat. It was just around. My hair was a disaster, so I grabbed it. No, I'm trying to enjoy the game. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left side. Caleb trying to just get him to jump. Doesn't work. Moore goes in motion, left to right, takes the snap, drops back to pass, pumping, pressure, and down goes Williams. Javon Hargrave beating his man. And that is the Vikings' first sack of the day. And it comes at a really big moment. They need to get a 3 and out. Not need, but it would be really huge to get a 3 and out and give the Vikings offense a chance to take their first lead of the game. Just splits the double team there. Dahlman. And honestly, Caleb Williams probably should have had that ball out already, but still, the lineman got beat as well. All right. Oh, hurry up to the offensive line or off to the line, and it's now a tackle for a loss, and now it's 3rd and 19 as DeAndre Swift tried to run it straight up the middle. Yep, Vikings defense starting to show up here. 11 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And the shotgun is Williams. Swift on his left. 3 receivers bunched. No, excuse me. 2 receivers each way. Man in motion is Odunze to the right side. Takes the snap. Gonna swing it to Odunze, and he throws it in the dirt, essentially. Only guy who had a chance to catch that was Van Ginkel. And a quick 3 and out here for the Bears. We'll punt it away with under 11 minutes to play here in the 4th. It'd probably end the Bears season like we did last year. I mean, Odunze just would have had no hope at catching that football. None whatsoever. Oh, shoot. All right, here comes the kick from the Bears punter. And it'll be caught at the 30-ish yard line here for the Vikings. Coming back to the right side, has room to return. Makes the first guy miss past the 45 and tackled near the 49. A great field position here for the Vikings in a 5-point game. Price having a very good day returning the football for the Vikings, for sure. And the Vikings ain't dead yet. 10.5 to go here in the 4th quarter. Bears suck too. Yeah. Ben Johnson is missing that Lions offensive line. Yep. The offensive line is huge. Were the Bears missing an offensive lineman too? No. No, they were missing their secondary. And TJ Edwards, the linebacker. But no, they brought in some new linemen. Jonah Jackson, Drew Dahlman, and Joe Tooney. Braxton Jones, Darnell Wright, they were there a year ago. I think the biggest disappointment is the lack of use of Colston Loveland. I mean, you could use a 1st-round pick on him, and you're just not getting that at all. Lions are missing Ben Johnson. It'll be interesting. They play each other next week. Oof. All right. So they're going to call it at the 50-yard line is where they'll start this next drive. We got us a game. It's close. Anything can happen. Absolutely, Jack. Bears have been trying to rework this mess for a while on the line. Yep. Spending draft capital and everything on it. It'll be hilarious if the Bears lose this. Yep. Loveland's great catcher and blocker. Yep. 10:37 to go here in the 4th. 17-12. Bears have the lead, but Vikings have the ball. Right at midfield. J.J. McCarthy goes under center. Aaron Jones, the running back. 2 receivers each way. Single back takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones finding a crease, running straight ahead, barreling through. Gets a gain of about 8, it looks like. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Vikings. Vikings starting to wake up. Loveland was who I wanted the Jets to get. Yeah. Hoping the Bears blow it. Single back. They give him 9 on the play. So 2 receivers each way. 2nd and 1. Oliver motions into the tight end spot. Tight end each way. Takes the snap. Play action. McCarthy stepping up. Has time. Throws it to the deep. And incomplete. Justin Jefferson uncharacteristically drops it. Looked like that was a very catchable ball, but Nashawn Wright looks like he may have hurt his knee. Punching the ground. Ugh, hopefully it's not an ACL. What's going on? I don't even see when he got hurt. Yeah, that's a very uncharacteristic drop from Justin Jefferson. But Nashawn Wright, I didn't even quite see exactly where he hurt it. That reminds me a lot of when Darius Geis hurt his knee. It didn't look like much, and he even walked to the sideline on his own. And you're like, oh, well, it shouldn't be that bad. Ends up being an ACL tear and missed the entire season. I'm saying it out loud because the universe loves to prove me wrong a lot, so I'm hoping that that is not the case, but that might be what we're looking at here. The Vikes linebacker is killing it. Yep. They got 100 on Bears money line. If they blow this, I'm not going to complain. They deserve to lose. Yeah. Yep. Honestly, I just want to see DJ Moore and DeAndre Swift get a few more touches. I was projected last in this league, which I just love. And I was hoping that week 1, I would just right away end up with the most points in week 1. I had a very good showing. I probably, unless DeAndre Swift and DJ Moore have an explosive last 10 minutes of this game, I'm going to come up just short of the most points in the week. The most points, I have a very high scoring league, but 202 is the most, and I had 186 so far. Got to figure out my quarterback situation. I might pick up Michael Penix. I liked what he did last week. It's a tough defense, too. All these top guys look like crap week 1. This is the product when nobody hits the preseason anymore. Yep. What happened here? Yeah. Okay, good. Apparently it's a cramp. All right, good. It's just a cramp. Single back formation. Man in motion, Justin Jefferson takes a snap. Play action, looking, pressure, throws off his back foot, and incomplete, but they're going to call holding. Wow, the late flag's going to give the Vikings a first down. Automatic first down, move the chains. Pass interference here. Oh, jeez Louise. I mean, good night. He falls and trips, and then they're going to call pass interference for what? That's absurd. Wow, he slips and just complete bailout here. We need to fix the pass interference. The pass interference is broken, dude. 9:52 to go in the 4th. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. McCarthy has time, going deep, and caught! Touchdown, Aaron Jones! It just drops it in the bucket. Beautiful throw by J.J. McCarthy, and they will go for 2 again to make it a 20-17 a game. And a bad call changes everything. What a throw by J.J. McCarthy, just dropping this thing right in the bucket. Aaron Jones does a great job on Noah Sewell. Bang. The holding call earlier, that P call are awful. Yep. That was a horrible PI call. I'm a bit behind you. We need a rework, dude. These wide receivers just stop on a dime, and then they're like, "Oh, pass interference." Quick throw over to the right side, and it's caught by Adam Thielen for the 2-point conversion, and the Vikings take a 3-point lead, 20-17 here with 9:46 to go in the fourth quarter. This game is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Man, Fantasy League, Zach Ertz, my defense and my kicker scored half my points when I had Brown, Montgomery, and Hogan's and J-Mo. Oof. 2 bad calls completely ruined this game. Well, not ruined yet. Still plenty of time left for the Bears to come back. Let's see what Ben Johnson could dial up here. Higgins, I mean. Gotcha. Instead of Hogan's. Right? 9:46 to go here in the fourth. Here's my fix for pass interference. Make it a 15-yard penalty like college, but allow an offense to make a spot foul once a game they choose. That's not where my problem lies, though. I mean, I don't even care. I mean, that could be a fine argument for a thing, but my problem is that it's such a bailout call. Like, you and the defender are full out sprinting, and then the quarterback throws a horrible underthrown ball, so you stop on a dime and create contact. The defender then runs into you, and then they call pass interference. It's like, no, you created the contact. You know, like, what do you mean? Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, that's the problem that I have with this. Like, it's just bad call. Or in this situation, again, he's running across the field. He slips, falls over. The defender touches him because he's running full speed as well and tries understanding where the ball is. You know, this is not like basketball when somebody is running full speed with the ball. You know where the ball is. You don't have to look anywhere else. You're only focused on the guy you're guarding, right? Like, but even then, they say, like, if the offensive player creates the contact, they're not going to give you the foul. Single back formation. Man in the motion. Takes a snap. Hand off to the right side is Swift. Swift, not a lot of room. Runs right into a brick wall. And Redmond throws him down. 2nd and 10. Yeah, but like the PI call doesn't make like that doesn't. Neither one of those fixes it. The problem with the PI call is it's an automatic first down. Like, I don't even care if it was a 2-yard penalty. If you give him an automatic first down, that changes everything. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Avoids the rush. Throws it over the middle of the field. Has his man. It's going to be Odunze with the catch. First down, Bears. Gain of 12. I want to go to the club now. There you go. Good job there by Caleb Williams. Stepping up in the pocket. Finding his man. All right, 1st and 10, single back formation again. At their own 47, takes the snap, play action, stepping up, has to escape the pocket to the right side, now keeps his eyes downfield, has time now, shaking and baking, and he's stepped out of bounds before throwing it away, so it will end up being a sack. 2nd down and long coming up here for the Bears. So 2nd and 14. All right, Williams in the shotgun, 2nd and 14. 2 receivers each way. Ooh, trying to get him to jump, nearly worked. Takes the snap. Williams pumping, has time, great protection, throws it over the right side and drops it in, but Odunze couldn't bring it in. Tough cover 2 throw there. trying to zip it in between the safety and the corner. He actually puts it in a very good spot, but Odunze, trying to make a tough catch, could not bring it in. Oh, you got to make that grab for your quarterback. It is just a little bit outside his range. Just a little bit. Just a bit too far there for Caleb. All right, 3rd down and 14 here for the Bears. Under 8 minutes to play. Takes the snap. Looking, going to the left side, and where was he going with that? All right, 4th and 14, and the Bears will be forced to punt here with 7.5 to go. So the Vikings will have a chance to try to extend their lead for the first time. Brian Flores pumped up. Miles Price back to return. He's had a pretty good day so far. Oh, it's blocked! It's blocked, but it takes a fortuitous roll for the Bears. So it will be downed at the 32. Wilson, man, he has been all over the place today, especially on special teams. Gets a block there, but it does take a good roll for the Bears to the 32-yard line. So decent field position for the Vikings, but it could have been a lot worse when you're talking about a blocked kick. What's up, Will? Glad that you're not blocked anymore. NFL wide receivers are having way too many drops in week 1. Yeah. Kind of worked not long ago. Has Caleb really done anything big or good on statistics? He has been very good at escaping in the pocket, but statistically, it's been pretty mediocre today. He started off great, 10 for 10 he started off, but since then he's 8 for 20. Single back formation now for the Vikings. 3 receivers to the left, man in motion Naylor to the right. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle is Mason. Mason finding a crease into the second level. And Mason spinning off tacklers and crosses midfield near the 49-48 line of the Bears. The Vikings' run game has looked really good in this second half. Jordan Mason has done a great job reading it. All right. At the 49-yard line, single back formation. Mason still in the game. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Mason trying to find something. This time he gets stuffed for no gain. Ben Johnson needs Dan Campbell for toughness. All that brain don't matter with no brawn. 2nd and 10. 6:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Three receivers to the right. JJ in the shotgun. And in motion is Thielen right to left. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Throw it over to the right side, and Hockenson makes the grab, and he's going to be tackled just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. Under 6 minutes to play in the 4th quarter now. Vikings have a 20-17 lead here. 11 for 18. All right. 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion's Hockenson. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle is Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones dives ahead. And he does get the first down marker. The drive is now up to the 38-ish yard line. So that's 56-yard attempt potential for Will Reichert, who made it from 59 earlier. 4th quarter yard so far, the Vikings up to 126 yards in the fourth quarter. Bears -1. Right, 4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Single back formation. Ever since this missed field goal, it's been all Vikings from here. Aaron Jones running to the left side, dives ahead for a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7 now at the 35-yard line. Bears need to keep them out of the end zone. Keep this a one-score game and anything's possible. Ben can't be too tough when his teams, a lot of players are sensitive. Yeah. All right, about to cross the 4-minute mark. Single back formation again is Aaron Jones. 3 tight ends in the game. Justin Jefferson on the left. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolling to his right. Has a man wide open as Aaron Jones. Turns upfield. First down and out of bounds. Nobody with Aaron Jones in the flat there. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Yep. No linebacker anywhere near Aaron Jones there. It turns into a gain of about 11 or so, 12. Yep, 12-yard gain up to the 23-yard line. J.J. McCarthy under center. Single back formation is man. 3 receivers to the left side. And in motions Naylor, stays on the left, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Mason, and this time they're all over him. Tackled for a loss up to the 24-yard line. Montez Sweat in on the tackle. 2nd and 11. Clock continues to move. This is where the defense has got a hold. Vikings can put this game away with a touchdown here. 2 receivers each way. McCarthy in the shotgun on 2nd 11. 3 seconds of the play clock. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Setting up a screen here to Justin Jefferson. Jefferson zigzags around. Makes a man miss. And he will get close to the first down marker. Just a yard shy. So the Bears will use their second timeout here. This is actually huge. A first down here will change a lot, actually. They're at the 14, so they can only get... No, they can get 2 more first downs and win this game. There's actually a path to get 2 more first downs and just milk the clock, and they don't have to score again. They don't even have to kick the field goal. All right. 8-play, 54-yard drive, 4.5 minutes off the clock. Big drive here for the Vikings. All right, 3 receivers out wide to the left. Mason in the backfield with McCarthy in the shotgun. Thielen goes in motion, takes the snap, handoff. McCarthy keeps it for the first time today, running into the right side of the end zone. And J.J. McCarthy pulls it at the perfect time. And the Vikings go up 9 pending an extra point. And the Bears' missed field goal has completely turned this game upside down. They could have had a 14-point lead and instead now have a 9, pending an extra point deficit. And the game has been unbelievable in this fourth quarter. Just the absolute collapse of the Chicago Bears. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good. 27-17 here in the fourth quarter. J.J. McCarthy using the athleticism and gets it all the way into the end zone. Perfect timing, especially with Jordan Mason absolutely bruising him. Aaron Jones as well. Everybody focused on the center of that defense. T.J. Hockenson with a great block out there on Brisker. And J.J. McCarthy squeezes into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Here we go. 27-17. 3 straight touchdown drives for the Vikings here in the fourth quarter. Wow. Wow. What a great call at a perfect time. You no kidding, Joe. Ben John's equals Mike Tressman without the pick six. It's a total blowout. Yep, there's the kick. It will be a touchback. You okay? Only the Bears drafted a stud like JJ McCarthy. Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty sad for Caleb Williams. He's been very inaccurate at times, like just throwing it to nobody. Hmm. Yeah, sorry, KP. The Skins fans do not like Ben Johnson for what happened. So they like to crap on him at any chance they get. 2 receivers each way. Williams in the shotgun takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, going over to the right side, and tip catch. Cole Kmet with a nasty catch here. Needed it. It was a high throw, but Cole Kmet tips it to himself. Does he actually make it? Yes, he does. Wow. Incredible grab. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, pumping, going deep to the left sideline. No! Come on, Caleb Williams. Don't throw it bad to DJ Moore. Come on. Get it to my boy DJ. All right. 2:26 to go. 3 receivers to the left side. Williams. Get him to jump. Doesn't work. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Looking. Pumping. Throws it underneath. It'll be too high again for DeAndre Swift. Caleb Williams has been all over the place inaccurate. Like, they're going to have to work on that big time. Right. 2:21 to go in the fourth quarter. DeAndre Swift in the game on his right. Takes a snap. Blitz coming. Williams throws it over the middle of the field. And again, way off base. But wait, there's a flag. What's the flag going to be? Legal contact? Where's the Montez Sweat 7 defense? Not sure. Kevin O'Connell made Dwayne Haskins look average. He is a true QB whisperer. Lol. All right. 1st and 10 after the penalty at the 29-yard line. 2:16 to go in the fourth. Down by 10. Needs a touchdown before the 2-minute warning, to be honest. Takes the snap. Drops back. Full-on blitz. Going over the middle of the field. And it will be... Oh, my God. He just got DJ Moore killed. He just got DJ Moore killed. Yikes. 2:10 to go in the fourth. As these are going to be they're going to be roughing the passer and targeting. Please don't tell me DJ Moore is hurt. Roughing the passer, yeah, that's clear. All right. So 15-yard penalty. Oof. DJ Moore takes a big shot there. Man, honestly, pretty clean though. He doesn't really hit him in the head or neck. That's just a clean football hit. It's on Caleb Williams. Throwing him right into the safety. But Matt, yep. 2:10 to go here in the fourth. So 1st and 10. They're at the 14.5-yard line here. You got to score. I mean, honestly, if you really want a chance, you got to score on this play. Like, this play is the big deal here. DJ Moore is still shaking up on the play. He is up on his own 2 feet. Probably just had the air knocked out of him. I mean, he got crushed. All right. I don't even know what they're looking at for DJ now. DJ Moore coming off the field. I think he just got the air knocked out of him. True. It's actually a great point by Aikman there. Going for the field goal is actually very smart. Going for a field goal here is actually super smart. You got to score before the 2-minute warning, or else you're in big trouble. All right. Empty backfield set here. 3 receivers to the left. Williams takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking, stepping up, keeping it. Williams has room to run it into the... Ooh, it's close. But there's a flag. Okay, touchdown is the call. But what's the flag? Does he get into the end zone? It's close. Nope, he is short. Nope, that's going to be short. He's at the half-yard line. It's just half-yard line, just short. Yep, previous plays under review. This is going to be at the half-yard short. And they got to score before the 2-minute warning, and they just kick it out of bounds on the kickoff. Yep. Yep, half yard. All right, so this should be a run here. This should be a run because you're going to get this clock stopped either way at the 2-minute warning. Well, with 5 seconds left now, maybe you do throw it with 5 seconds because you might be able to get the clock stopped at 2:01, and then you have another play. With Caleb Williams, he's probably going to hang on to the ball forever. Like, if you just do a back shoulder fade... All right, 2:05 to go. You'd run a quick back shoulder fade with 4 seconds and maybe have another spot. Other than that, you want to run the ball with a chance to stop it. All right. Oh, Burden, the running back here. DeAndre Swift at receiver. Now Swift goes in motion, takes the snap, fakes the pitch, running to throw, and wide open is Rome Odunze. What a play call by Ben Johnson, and they score before the 2-minute warning. 2:02. They will kick the field goal, and then you got to kick you have to kick the kickoff out of bounds. I know they get it at the 35, which is very unfortunate, but you cannot afford a return because that wastes the timeout for the 2-minute warning. So they fake the pitch, turns around, Rome Odunze wide open on it. Great play design there by Ben Johnson. Had him wide open on this must-have play right here. All right, here comes the extra point. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it is now 27-24 with 2:02 to go. The Santos has got to kick this thing out of bounds. And if you can't kick it out of the back of the end zone, then kick that thing out of bounds. Start it at the 40. You need that timeout at the 2-minute warning more than anything else. Johnson is awful. All right, 27-24. Phone coverage for Scott Turner. Fire Scott Turner. Scott Turner's definitely to blame. I saw Andrew Norwell out there too. He was playing defense. They got Andrew Norwell playing safety out there. You see it? 13 for 20. 2:02 to go. Santos, you just got to kick it out of bounds. You have to kick it out of bounds. If he doesn't kick it out of bounds here, I mean, and if Ben Johnson is not flipping out, literally, you have to kick it through the uprights. Just kick it as hard as you can through the uprights. You can already see that he's probably thinking about it, seeing how far away he is from the ball. Usually these kickers for these kickoffs now have only been taking like a field goal number of steps, like a couple of steps back. He's going back like he used to do it. And you got to kick it out of bounds. Yep, you're going to return it. You just idiot. I mean, Santos needs to be fired, dude. What the fudge nuggets? You got to kick it out of bounds, you moron. You got to kick it out of bounds. Like, dude, you need a new kicker. Santos, you gotta go. I mean, that's egregious. I'm an idiot on a YouTube channel in freaking Maryland, and I'm telling you, you gotta kick it out of bounds because the 2-minute warning is so important. And then you kick it into the end zone and are shocked they run it out. And then they still get it to the 25-yard line. Unbelievable. The guy hesitated, and you still allowed him to get to the 25-yard line, too. So the special teams defense is also expecting, oh, it's just going to go out of bounds. Like, golly, Santos, that is egregious. And you missed the field goal that would have this game tied right now. Santos needs to be fired. Fired. I don't even know what his stats were last year. Was he even good last year? Santos, Bears kicker, stats. He's been in the league that long? Holy shnikes. He's 33? I thought he was like a 25-year-old kicker for some reason. Anyway, last year, 2024, he had an 84% field goal percentage in 96. He has a career 85, which is actually not that bad. It's not bad, actually. Over 50. He went 9 for 8 last year. Over 50. 8 for 7 the year before. 5 for 4. 4 for 5 the other year before that. 0 for 2. Dude, you got to... It's not that bad, but okay, so fine. He had a horrible day today. This one is bad, bad, bad. Tell Santos to watch your film review. Yep. Vision said, no, we don't want to win. Kick it to the returner. Yeah. Is anybody old enough to remember Mike Tomczak or Jim Harbaugh was QB for Chicago? No. Certainly not old enough to know. I mean, now you have one timeout, and then they can kill the clock twice if you even get the stop. And you're not going to get the ball back for like 20? No. 40 plus 40, 120. Minus another 15, so it's like 135 off the clock. You'll get it ish, like 130, 135 off the clock. So you'll get the ball with like 20 seconds left, and that doesn't even include the punt ish. So maybe like 16 seconds left. Yeah, this game's over because Santos didn't kick it out of bounds like a dingbat. Single back formation. Gotta get a fumble. That's the only hope. Takes a snap, handoff to Mason. Mason slipping tackles, and he gets tackled after a gain of 3. And they will use their final timeout with 1:47 to go. Kevin O'Connell, so freaking smart. I mean, that's just Santos dingbat, dude. Bears have gone downhill since letting Robbie Gold walk. He was good as gold. All right. Jordan Mason, the running back here. Loaded box, trying to get him to jump. Doesn't work. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle, and will get stuffed for no gain. Now the clock will go down to about 1:02. Then you run another play, another 3-4 seconds off the clock for the play. And then you got to, so it'll be at like 18 seconds left. Yeah, I mean, Ben Johnson throwing that challenge flag earlier, not knowing the rules, has also proved really costly. You know, like, the question was the ball, touching the ball being down by contact, and he had a lead, so he felt comfortable to throw the challenge flag. Well, having another timeout would have been huge here. Definitely some learning curve for Ben Johnson as a head coach here. Bears are certainly not down and out yet by any means, but they have a lot to work on. A lot to work on. The quarterback needs to get more accurate. Some time. But I mean, the kicking situation is brutal. This sucks. If you're a Bears, rooting for the Bears. If you're rooting for the Vikings, this was par for the course. You had a lot of one-score games last year. You found a way to get, 14 wins last year, 14-3. And that's all that matters. At the end of the day, the win is a win. Running straight ahead, and 57 seconds. 56, okay, 55-ish. So it'll be down to 15 seconds. And then they're going to punt it, and they won't get it except for like 8 seconds left. Going for it on 4th in the first instead of taking 3 hurts too. I don't hate that one as much. You kind of live by it, or live or die by that. I mean, more when you go for the field goal, you got to make it, right? And they decided to go for it the second time, or they take the field goal the second time, and then they failed, right? I mean, that's more important than going for it. You know, obviously you would love to have that. That was also Caleb Williams' first incomplete pass. Your offense was humming right there, right? Like you had the Vikings on the back foot. Like the momentum was in your favor too. So I mean, there's a lot of things to say that going for it was fine there.
Man, PCC, dude, he is just absolutely a hater right now. Like, you just hate the dude. Man, who hurt your feelings, bro? All right, here we go. 16 seconds goes. Here's the punt. Again, the punter should be kicking it right out of bounds as well. He's been kicking it out of bounds all day. Oh, this time he gives him a chance to return it. Duvernay will fair catch it. Okay, so good coverage there by the Vikings to force a fair catch with 9 seconds remaining. Let's see what they can do here. The Bears know all so well of a Hail Mary. They got the worst end of the stick last year. But they got to set up the Hail Mary here by getting out of bounds. Let's see what happens. Here we go. 9 seconds remaining in the fourth. At their own 20-yard line. He can throw it. They gotta get a lot of yards here. DJ Moore back in the game. Takes the snap. Oh, direct snap to Moore. And he goes out of bounds, but there's a flag on the play immediately, so the time will go back on the clock. Wait, what? Oh, snap. So it was a legal motion, so they lose the time. Ouch. Illegal shift. Brutal. Three seconds. Sorry, 3 receivers to the left. Let's see what they do. Quick throw to the right. Get it to DJ Moore. Slipping tackles. And he does. Then DJ Moore is going to get credit for a fumble loss. So he gets like 10 yards and then loses a fumble. So he's going to lose a point on that play for me. Wonderful. All right, well, that's the game. 27-24. Vikings take down the Bears in a beautiful comeback. 21 points in the fourth quarter. Fantastic job by the Vikings. And we'll take a look here at the box score. Caleb Williams, 20 for 34, 191 and a touchdown. J.J. McCarthy, 13 for 20, 143, 2 touchdowns, a pick. Leading rusher in the game, Jordan Mason, 15 carries, 68 yards on the ground. Caleb Williams leading the Bears with 6 carries, 58 yards and a touchdown. J.J. McCarthy also had 2 carries, 25 yards and a touchdown for the Vikings. Leading receiver in the game, you have DJ Moore, 3 catches, 70 yards on the day. Aaron Jones, 3 catches, 44 yards, and a touchdown. Also, Justin Jefferson, 4 catches, 44 yards, and a touchdown. You had the DJ Moore just got credit for the fumble. Nahshon Wright got the interception earlier, returned it for a touchdown. Leading tackle in the game, Noah Sewell with 9 tackles, and Joshua Metellus with 6 for the Vikings. Santos, 1 for 2 on field goals, 3 for 3 on extra points, 2 for 2 on field goals, 1 for 1 on extra points. Heading to the team stats. First downs, you have 20-14 in favor of Chicago. Both teams 3 for 12 on third down. Bears 0 for 1 on fourth. Total yards, you have 318 to 254 in favor of Chicago. Penalties, 12 penalties for 127 yards against the Bears. 8 penalties for 50 against the Vikings. Time of possession, 32-53 to 27-07 in favor of Chicago. Both teams with a turnover apiece. So that is the game, 27-24. Vikings on take down the Bears. And that is the ball game. So appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the film review of the Commanders and the Giants. So make sure you do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys next time. And until next time, see ya!